Welcome back to the Inner Light. Today, I want to share with you a timeless story. A story that may seem simple, yet it holds a lesson powerful enough to change how you approach life itself. It's known as the Archer's Eye. Long ago, a great master gathered his students for an important lesson. These were not ordinary students. They were young seekers, eager to learn the art of mastery, not only of weapons, but of the mind and spirit. One morning, the master took them into a forest clearing. There, high up in the branches of a tree, perched a bird. Its feathers blended into the leaves, and its sharp little eye glimmered in the sunlight. The master turned to his students and said, "Today, you will each take your bow, and you will aim at that bird. But before you release your arrow, you must tell me what you see." The students nodded eagerly. The first student stepped forward, bow in hand. He stretched the string and narrowed his gaze. The master asked, "What do you see?" The boy replied, "Master, I see the tree, the branches, the bird, the sky, and the fields beyond." The master said nothing, only nodded for him to lower his bow. The second student came forward. He drew his bowstring tightly and answered, "I see the bird, master." Again, the teacher nodded, but asked him to step aside. Then came the third student. He held his bow steady, his eyes locked on the target. "What do you see?" The master asked. The boy replied in a calm and steady voice, "Nothing but the eye of the bird." The master's face lit up with approval. "Release your arrow," he said. The string twanged. The arrow flew, and it struck directly at the bird's eye. The master turned to the others and declared, "This is the lesson true focus means, forgetting everything else." Now, at first glance, this might just seem like a story of good aim, but it is so much more. Think about your own life. How often do you set out to achieve something, only to get distracted by everything surrounding it? You want to study, but your mind wanders to your phone. You want to meditate, but suddenly you remember 100 tasks you forgot to finish. You want to pursue a goal, but you keep comparing yourself to what others are doing. Most people, like the first student, see too much at once. The tree, the branches, the sky, the distractions. Their attention is scattered. Some, like the second student, narrow their focus, but still keep the whole picture in view. They see the bird, but also its body, its wings, its feathers. Their mind is still divided. But the true master, like the third student, sees nothing but the target. All else disappears. That is the kind of focus that leads to precision, mastery, and success. So, how do we bring this lesson into our daily lives? 1. Choose your target clearly. Just as the archer fixes gaze on the bird's eye, you must decide what your goal truly is. Vague intentions lead to vague results. 2. Block out distractions. The tree, the branches, the sky, these are like the endless noises of life. Gossip, opinions, fears, doubts. The more you give them attention, the weaker your aim becomes. 3. Be fully present. In that moment, the archer was not thinking of yesterday or tomorrow. His mind was still, anchored only in the present act. That is where true power lies. 4. Practice relentlessly. Focus is not a gift. It is a muscle. The more you practice, bringing your attention back to your goal, the sharper your mind becomes. There's also a spiritual meaning hidden here. Life itself is like aiming at the bird. There are countless distractions around us. The branches of desire, the leaves of fear, the noise of the world. Most of us spend our lives shooting arrows at everything except the true target. But when you strip away the noise, when you empty your mind and fix your awareness on what truly matters, whether it is self-realization, inner peace, or love, you begin to live with clarity. The arrow of your effort no longer misses. It strikes the truth directly. So, the next time you feel lost or overwhelmed, remember the Master's words. True focus means forgetting everything else. Ask yourself, what is my bird's eye? What is the one thing that, if I devote myself to it fully, will bring me closer to the life I seek? Find it, aim at it, and let everything else fade into the background. Because in the end, mastery, whether in archery, in work, or in life, belongs to those who see nothing but the target. Thank you for joining me on The Inner Light. If the story touched you, take a moment to reflect. What distractions can I let go of today so I can aim at my true target? Until next time, keep your eyes steady, your mind clear, and your heart focused on what truly matters.